Hi guys, welcome to day 21 of 30 Days of Connection. I'm Lucy and it's really good to see you and spend some time with you today. We're going to be moving our bodies and we'll get to that fairly swiftly. Today is all about balance and in particular how balancing postures in a yoga practice give you a real opportunity to connect to yourself, which is what we are all about this month. So, you know, in the context of a yoga practice, a physical asana practice, balancing gives you an opportunity to align with your center of gravity. And I think that's a really wonderful opportunity because it gives you an opportunity to kind of be curious and to really develop that one-pointed focus. Balancing also requires strength, and the more that we practice balancing, the more strength that we will build. And equally, the more we practice our balancing, the more we learn to focus and the easier it becomes to align yourself with your center. And as always with yoga, you know, what we learn on our mat, we can take off the mat and put into practice in our lives. And balance is a key word, right? Balance in life is really vital. We're all looking to find that balance, whatever that means to you. And so if you think about it in the same kind of context, you know, when you're looking for balance in your life off the mat, it requires strength, you know, strength of heart, strength of nature, and it requires focus. And it certainly requires an alignment with your core beliefs and your values. And so today we're going to have fun with balancing. It's just a quick little balancing flow that I've put together that is quite challenging, I suppose. Certainly every time I come to my mat and I work on my balance, it's a very different experience. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you find this easy or hard, you know, that's not what it's about. What I want you to do today is develop that focus and that strength, and really hone in on aligning yourself with your center of gravity, you know, being curious as you move, finding where your center is, and then when you find that sweet spot, breathe, find lightness. You know, find the ability to smile and feel light and free in your balance. Equally, if you fall, which we all do, then we all fall together, we'll get back up together and we carry on, right? And again, it's things, these are valuable lessons that we can learn in our yoga practice that help us build strength in our lives away from the mat. So I think those are the three key words for today. Focus, strength, and alignment with your center. When you have this one point of focus in your balancing work, you are not thinking about what you're cooking for dinner. You're not thinking about where you've got to go next or where you've got to be. You are really at one and present with what you are doing. And it's that type of, those moments that we have like that are the moments that create space for us, that allows us to grow. So today we have an opportunity to move our bodies, but to really connect with ourselves and test our balance. So we're going to start standing today. And when you're ready, we're going to come into Tadasana or mountain pose. So just bring the feet underneath the hips, turn the hands out to face the front, lift your toes. And then when you release your toes back down onto the mat, just feel that connection that you've got with the earth, that strong foundation. And that's what's going to be holding you up in some of your balances today. Just relax through your shoulders. Tuck your chin towards your chest just a little bit and just notice if you're gripping in your jaw and just see if you can soften. Good. Take a nice big breath into your nose And sigh out through your mouth. And when you're ready, open your eyes and we will begin. So I want you to start to shift your weight now into your left leg. So gently start to shift the weight. We don't want to start collapsing. We want to just gently shift the weight over to the left side. We're going to start to float the right leg up off the earth and bring the right knee so that it's parallel with the right hip. Bring the right hand onto the knee, and you can bring your left hand onto your hip, or you can hold it out to the side if you feel like that makes you a little bit more steady. Find your gaze point here, your drishti. So you need to look at something and focus on it, and that's going to keep you steady here. Good, and then just start to breathe. You've got this. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to start to open the right knee out to the right side. So we start to open through the hip. Keep the right foot flexed. And keep your focus, your gaze. And just start to feel that alignment with your center in this first balance that we're doing today. And then slowly bring it back to center. Swap hands this time. So left hand on right knee. Right hand now is going to reach towards the back. So you've got a balance and a twist going on here, which is a pretty cool combo. And then if you can now, start to shift your gaze towards your back hand. Keep standing up really tall. When you move your gaze point, that's where you're most likely to fall. So if you just did that without falling, hats off to you, my friend. If you fell, hats off to you, my friend. We are human. This happens. Just come back to it. So now we're going to slide that that left hand to the bottom of the right foot. Now you can stay here, or see if you can start to extend out into that right leg. Well done. Keep going, stay with it. Find that steadiness and ease, find that lightness. Remember, these are just options. You can just be here, or you could be here. Good, wherever you are now, let's take one more deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to bring everything back to center. And slow and with control, release and shake it out. Good work. I think I've been doing quite a lot of balancing lately. It's sore in the glute. Anyway, you don't need to know that. Come back to mountain pose. Just to recenter, reset. Close your eyes. And whatever happened for you on that first side, we're going to let it go. All gone, it's in the past. And we're going to approach the next side completely fresh. So breathe in through your nose, sigh the breath away, and open your eyes. Good, well done. So let's start to transfer the weight now into the right leg and peel that left leg up. Left hand to left knee, right hand to right hip. Focus, drishti. And then out to the side. Well done. You can smile while you do this, makes it easier. So we're going to find that steadiness and that ease here. That right foot is your solid foundation. So think about the roots spreading out underneath you, keeping you nice and steady here. And think about drawing energy up from that standing leg. That's going to fuel your balance. Gently bring it back to center. Swap hands. Left hand reaches to the back of the room. Now option, fierce, gaze shift. Look towards your back hand. Option. Slide your right hand underneath your left leg and extend that left leg out. So wherever you are, let's keep breathing, keep it steady. And then slowly, with control, we bring everything back to center and gently we release and shake it off. Good. Well done. So depending on how you found that, take what you need from it and let's move on to our next little sequence of balancing. So standing at the back of your mat, come to your mountain pose once more, close your eyes and take a big breath in through your nose. Sigh out through your mouth and open your eyes. Good work. Bring your hands to your heart center and just take a big step forward with your left leg. Come up onto your right toes. And keeping those right toes dialing down towards the earth, we're going to hinge forward and find our warrior three. So hips are square to the mat here. Find your focus once more. Stabilize through your left ankle. Press down through all four corners of your left foot. Now release your left hand to the left side of your mat, just in front of your nose, and reach your right hand up to the ceiling. Now turn your right toes out to the side, flex your right foot. This is called half moon pose. So hips are now open, chest is open, and you're balancing. If your fingertips are on the earth, maybe see if you can float them up. Good, find your center. Now from here, we're going to turn those toes down, come back to our warrior three. And then slowly bending into both knees, come all the way up to standing and release. Good work. So we'll take that on to the other side now. And again, we'll just let it all go on that first side. And let's have some fun with balancing on this side. So bring the hands to the heart center and take a big step forward with your right foot. Come up onto your left toes. When you're ready, hinge forwards, warrior three. Dial those left toes down. Good. Find your focus, find your center. Release the right hand down and left arm up. Open those hips. Left toes turn out towards the left side. See if you can start to look up towards your lifted hand. It's really challenging to shift that gaze. Good, keep grounding down, keep breathing, keep it soft. And then that challenging transition, turn those hip points down. Find your warrior three once more, and then soften into your knees and come up to standing. Shake it off. Well done, well done. So now one final fun little balance. We'll just come into our tree pose. So come back to your mountain pose, feet underneath hips, everything just settling again once more. Turn the palms out to face the front and just close your eyes here. And we'll just start to take a few breaths. To reset and calm. And then opening your eyes. Shift your weight into your left leg and just lift your right heel. Bring your hands to your heart center and then turn the right knee out. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Let's start that again. Bring the feet underneath the hips. Transfer your weight into your left leg. And then lift your right heel. Good. Now turn the right knee out towards the right side. And just nestle your toes in next to your ankle. And you'll probably be able to feel all the movement that's going on in your ankle as it's working so hard to stabilize you here. Slowly begin to lift the right foot up onto the inner calf. Now this is option one, you can stay here. In fact, you can even stay with your toes resting on the floor if you would like to. So either we're here, or if you'd like to challenge yourself, we're going to slide the foot above the knee joint and bring it so that it snuggles in at the top of the thigh. What we don't want to do is place the foot on the knee. So coming into your tree pose, just begin to settle in here. Again, thinking about grounding down and drawing energy up simultaneously. Finding your gaze points. And then imagining that you are a great big tall oak tree and that you're so strong and steady. You're aligned with your center, you're aligned with your values, you're grounded, you're strong. As you breathe in, we're going to send the hands up above the head. And as we breathe out, we're going to open out the branches of our tree. And if you're feeling frisky, maybe is the wrong word, but if you're feeling like it today, maybe if you're feeling strong and brave and wanting to just try something a bit different, maybe the branches of your trees start to move. Find a little movement here, a little expression, and then come to stillness. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring the palms back down to the heart center. Good. Maybe try closing your eyes here. It's incredible how hard it is to balance with your eyes closed. But you really connect to yourself. Well done. Slowly release. Good work. Shake it out. And then we'll come into it on the other side. So, feet underneath the hips, Tadasana. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. Out through your mouth. And open your eyes. Transfer the weight into the right leg. Bring the hands to the heart center. Peel the left toes up, left heel up off the earth. And turn the knee out to the side. Bring the toes to nestle in next to the ankle. And you can stay here. This is a great tree pose. This is perfect. And if this is you today, honor that. Love that about yourself and stay here. Otherwise, maybe you bring the foot to the inside of the calf muscle. Or if you're feeling it, see how far up the leg you can go. We don't want to force anything, number one, and also remember never to put the foot onto the knee. So just feel the connection between the sole of the foot and the leg. Make it a strong connection. Good. And then begin to settle here. Find that steadiness and that lightness. And if you find you're wobbling all over the place, don't worry. It doesn't matter. The beauty is that we can just keep coming back and trying again. We learn so much each time. And just learn to love the things that challenge you, because it's growth that happens from those challenges, right? Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, maybe we open out the branches of the tree. And if you're feeling frisky, I'm just going with that word now. Find a little movement here. Find that lightness, that softness through your limbs, strong on the inside, soft on the outside. That, my friends, is a great way to approach life. Good, and come to stillness. Smile. And wherever you are, however you're finding this, I just want you to know that I think you're amazing for trying. Bring the palms together. And then as you exhale, draw the hands down to the heart center. Good, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, we will release. Well done. So we will leave it there for today. Just a short little balancing practice it's challenging, don't get me wrong. You know, you're working with some of the big muscles in the body, and so you might find that it's made your heart rate increase a little bit. You know, you're working hard, you're working to strengthen and stabilize your body and focus your mind. So that time that you've just spent doing that is so valuable to you. Things to help with your balance, if balancing is something that you do find tricky, the more you do it, it's like with anything, the more time that you dedicate to it, the better it will get. And so those of you that know me in real life often laugh at me because, you know, if I'm standing talking to you somewhere, I'll often be like this or like this. And it's not because I think it's fancy or anything, but it's because I spend so much time practicing my balancing that it's become a bit like second nature to me. And alright, I wouldn't recommend you do that because I do tend to collapse a bit into my hips and things like that. But next time you're waiting for the kettle to boil, or you're standing having a conversation with someone, just take a moment to maybe lift one leg off the floor and then the other. Or take a moment to just find a little tree pose while you're pouring your tea, right? The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Take time to look after your body, and take time today to do something that makes you happy. Anyway, there we will leave it. I send you light and love, and I look forward to our time together tomorrow. Namaste.